Once, as you may know, Venus, the planet of beauty, the planet that is ruling the signs of Libra. When it comes to a debilitation sign, Venus is debilitated in the signs of Virgo. When that love, when that teachings of how to beautify anything becomes weak in your natal chart, perhaps, or someone's chart, that will be the time that you have to look deep inside yourself and not to expect the external, even though, because the signs of Virgo, Venus is casting that seven aspect directly in its exaltation sign, which is in Pisces. Venus, looking directly seven aspect to Pisces, create that tug of war, trying to fix things, trying to help things with perhaps your love partner, or perhaps someone that you dearly loved. But then in the end of the day, they always end up hurting you. Or perhaps you don't expect that they will treat you that way. There is always a tendency that it will backfire to what you don't expect in that relationship. So what this teach you as this debilitating conditions of Venus is to always, if you're looking at the pictures of here, how the woman is all alone with that white bird. She looking down, how life, the external life that she see, it's so quiet and empty. But deep down, there is that feelings of realization of how much effort that this woman put out. And no matter how much this woman tried to help the world, or that someone's she have that connection, it always comes out disappointing to her. Now, these pictures, it's definitely going to give an idea of what is Venus debilitating condition is. Now, I want you to see what these pictures really come up to your mind. Take that a second. Well, if you say that the lesson is to learn to love yourself and respect yourself from the inside, then you get it right. You got it right. And that is what Venus is trying to teach you when that Venus is debilitated in the natal chart. Honestly, the most beautiful thing about Venus being debilitated is that it makes a person pretty much so grounded when it comes to love. They don't expect anything. They don't wander around and thinking that there is superficial things when it comes to relationship. And that's honestly a good thing because you don't want to end up having that a superficial kind of mindset of what is love trying to do with you, of all that rainbows and all that stuff. Because true love, it's always teach you the hardest to accept things. And when someone accepting that circumstances, it becomes a beautiful experience. Yes, it is hard. It is hard to digest everything that you wished. It is so easy and simple because we are in today's society. We look at the world that someone's having a relationship. They have a perfect partner. They have ideas of living with their partner. Happy life, happy relationship. But it doesn't mean that they don't struggle. They do. They just don't show you the problem. And that is what Venus exalted in Pisces. It gives that illusion. Love is all beautiful. Love is all just blooms of flowers, of rainbows. You don't want that kind of love to you. And that is why, to me, Venus debilitated is honestly a blessing. What we want is to accept that reality. Yes, it is hard when it comes to that kind of stuff that we wanted, the love that we craved to have, to help the person that we want to be with. But when circumstances shows you different path, that this is not how it is, it becomes hard on that individual. But when that individual realize and accepting that, it becomes a huge realizations about what? About anything in general. The same thing when Saturn is exalted in the signs of Libra. You know, there is always connections between Saturn and also Venus. Why? Because Saturn is exalted in Libra. And what is Libra? Libra is the sign that represents the commoners. Venus is the signs that rule. Sorry, Venus is ruling the sign of Venus. Sorry, oh my goodness, this Mercury retrograde kind of got me. It ruled the signs of Libra. But you know, if you have this debilitated Venus, love yourself. Don't expect that you can change someone. Don't expect that you can alter the conditions of your partner. Just focus on yourself. Focus on building the healthiest relationship with yourself. And when you focus on this thing, it will get better with you, with how you lived, how you see the reality itself. That is Venus when it gets debilitated.